know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. I am so depressed right now. They're getting rid of Hyperroll. You know, talking to some of my friends today, we talk about Dog and his decision to leave TFT, or not leave TFT, right? But like just kind of step out of the limelight, and kind of just theorized that, if anybody knows Dog, he actually loved TFT. He was like a huge fighter for it. I'm pretty sure at one point he said it was his preferred game mode. But I wonder if that's why he decided to step away. I don't know. I really don't know, man. And I'm crushed. My soul is crushed. And I hate that I'm crushed by it. But like I just love it. I just love Hyperroll, and it's gone. Huh. Well, so does anybody know when this set is like over or whatever? Like I'm so sad, dude. I'm so sad. Oh gosh. I gotta. I'm devastated, dude. I'm completely devastated, man. I don't know. I'm seriously like, I'm so sad. I'm genuinely so sad. Mostly because I could not connect the dots with what Riot was saying, right? So if you watch the video where the dev is talking about why they decided to get rid of Hyperroll, like it just doesn't line up, right? They said they designed Hyperroll to be more of a quicker learning game mode where people could learn the game, right? But then they give it a ranking system with tiers. Like, we want this learning game mode to be for learners, but we're gonna give a ranked system to it. Like, okay, that doesn't line up. That's the first thing. The second is I don't buy that people play Talker's Trials more than they play freaking Hyperroll. There's no way. Like, there's no way people play Talker's Trials more than they play Hyperroll. Like, how? The only thing that Talker Trials gives that Hyperroll does not is a system that like lets you guaranteed to hit, like a 5 cost 3-star. Like that's it. Like, I never bought into the whole argument that people need to fight over what is the better game mode. Like, what's better, normal or ranked or hyperroll or whatever. They're very different, and that's not a bad thing. You know, they're like, if what Riot is saying is true, and that only 2% of player time is spent playing hyperroll, I think the wording there is very important. Okay, 2% of time, like not 2% of games, not the 2% of the player base, but 2% of time. Because that just goes to show, you know, it's like, it's a faster game mode. Like, that's bound to happen, you know what I mean? It's a much faster game mode. So, what does this do? Increase my health by 350%. Actually gonna give that to him. I'm gonna do this. I'm crushed by that. Because, I mean, if there are definitely other game modes that they could come out with that would be more popular, right? Like, if they made Kronk's Treasure like a permanent game mode, those games are just so crazy and fun to watch. Like, they truly are, because it's just chaos all of the time, right? But as soon as they got rid of Kronk's Treasure, you go back and you play, you know, you played good old Hyperroll. This is such a big L for Riot. This is such a big L for Riot, man. This has to be the reason why More Dog is like, no, I gotta step back, because he loved Hyperroll. It was like his baby, man. You know, this might be a horrible example, but I thought of somebody who gets like falsely accused of a crime and then has to go to prison. Imagine everybody blaming you for doing something that you didn't do, but like you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now everybody is going to hate you. But like in reality, you were probably just there trying to do the right thing. Like, that's what this feels like. So, in that case, I can almost blame, you know, you can't blame him for wanting to step away. You also can't blame somebody for wanting to step away from a community that's just going to be toxic to you 24/7. Come on. Dude, come on. I can't believe they're getting rid of Hyperroll. Oh, crushing, man. So crushing. I don't know what to say. Well, clearly, as I sit here and basically have a mental breakdown. I'm crushed. I'm crushed, dude. Well, I guess on the bright side is I can stop making my TFT like Hyperroll mini guide series on how to be better at Hyperroll. I guess it's better to know that now than later, right? Let's still try to be positive about things, but I think this is a huge L for Riot. You know, oh, players will just shift to playing ranked more. Like, no. This now means the only good thing Riot has left is ARAM. That's it. Everything else is gone. Everything else is gone, dude. It's so brutal. I don't know what to say, dude. I really don't know what to say. I I don't know. I guess I just better enjoy it while I can, huh? I mean, like, what else is there to do? You know, you appreciate it when you can, and I guess you move on with your life, and there's no point crying over spilled milk, as they say. That's dumb, though. But, you know, as a consumer of the product, right, you do somewhat have a say in, you know, whether you're going to buy the product or not, right? And if you're not going to buy the product, then kind of makes people pause for a sec. Let's do this. QSS on Renekton. Busted. Got too many things going on my board right now. Just slammed that item on him. Ah, shoot. I actually slammed Redemption because I got nothing else. This man had an Aurora. Nice. I'm like so sad about it that I like can't even focus. Literally can't even focus. Like, that's so sad, dude. Like, you're trying to tell me that people play this game mode more than they play this game mode, or even this game mode? I don't know anybody that plays this game mode. I don't ever see people play this. Like, are they streaming it? Like, who's playing this? Who, like, seriously, who is playing this game mode? Because I don't know. I don't believe it, man. I genuinely do not believe it. I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. But, like, dude. Like, I seriously have zero desire to play norms. Like, they take 40 minutes a game, man. And it's not even just that. Like, people always talk about, like, well, they just think it's harder. They don't want to play it because they think it's harder. Like, it literally has nothing to do with that. Ever. It, like no. Okay? Like, for one, the carousel round is horrible. It's just horrible, right? The entire basis of the game could be like a coin flip with the carousel. And it's just, oh man, it's frustrating because Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not a fan of the carousel. Some people like it. I don't know who you are. If you like the carousel, like, what is your problem? The second thing is, like, the games just take so long. Like, so long. You know? But, like, I don't know. The only thing that people ever talk about when they talk about the difference between hyperroll and normal TFT is the interest that you earn from gold. And it's like, I actually think in some ways that makes TFT easier, because all you got to do is pull up Mobalytics, right? Top comp this season. Okay. Oh, look, we got Twisted Fate and Dearest reroll. Cool. So I spend all my gold. I go to level 6 before everybody else, and then I start rolling. And if I want to stay at level 6 for the whole entire game, guess what? I can do that. Get all those champs 3-star, boom, GG, win the game. You cannot do that in hyperroll. You can't just say, well, I want to go to level 6 right now. You can't just say, oh, I want to stay at level 6 indefinitely until I get these champs 3-star. You can't do that in hyperroll. Right? And so I think in a way, like, it's more difficult. But the dev himself said it too. We designed hyperroll to be like a learning game mode for players. At least that's what they had in their mind. But when it didn't work out, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you don't give a game that's a learning game mode. Like, hold on here. I gotta think for a second. I got Anima, but I got Street Demon too. I guess we just check. Oh, he got Anima, so maybe I don't go Anima. I think I go Street Demon. Where is he? Wow. Like, if you want it to be in learning mode, yeah, I don't know. Don't give it 5 tiers with the ranking system and MMR. Like, I don't know. Am I dumb for thinking that? One of my closest friends pointed that out to me. I hadn't even thought about that. It's like, so dumb. So dumb. Ooh, I gotta like spend my gold here, try to get. Is my Mundo level 2? He is level 2. That's right. That's it. That's so It's so sad. It's literally so sad. I mean, I'm sure a huge part of it is, you know, my bias, I guess, because like I play hyperroll almost predominantly. I'm just sad, guys. I'm so sad. Like, genuinely sad about that. I think this is a better positioning for Mundo, actually, because when it breaks, I think one of them goes and attacks the back line because he's close enough. Well, I guess it doesn't matter with this guy. Could even stay on the side of him on her. Holy moly. How did Darius just like get all the way to my Zyra, dude? What is that? Oh, that's rough. The end of hyper roll. Seriously, so sad, dude. That's a good one. This. I think I just take this one. Jinx? Anybody? Jinx? Wow. Okay, I was not expecting to get that soon. It's crazy. Like, actually crazy. I'm so sad. I don't know what to say, guys. I literally don't know what to say. I feel like this could maybe be good for Brand. Gotta. Oh. Oh, that was an annihilation, huh? What do I do here, guys? What do I do here? Ugh, I'm so sad, dude. Ugh, I don't want them to take away Hyperroll. I don't want them to. I don't follow any of the logic behind the reasoning, man. I mean, I understand some parts of it, right? Like, if you're a company, obviously, you only want to pour resources into something that's going to generate you money. I think there's like 5 or 6 factors at play. And I think one of them is something that people don't really want to talk about. The first is how much money they spend on Arcane. Like, statistically, it did fantastic. Like, people loved it. It was great. But they they screwed themselves. Like they set up a very very poor revenue system with Netflix in a way that like, you know, they had to give Netflix like 3 to 5% of the revenue of every episode. Okay, then they had to spend money on advertising. Then they had to spend money on the production team. The new animated system that they made, it was something like what, they poured over like $100 million into that or something. Like they spent so much money on that show, like a lot. It's too bad I got that now. It's pretty much not gonna help me. One, two, do this. Mundo. So sad, dude. I'm so sad, dude. A 1-star brand still just does so much damage. Dumb. LeBlanc actually claps, honestly. Like, what? It's crazy. What am I supposed to say, dude? What am I supposed to say? Other than, I'm sad. Like, seriously. What am I supposed to say? Maybe that's why I can't get LeBlanc level 3. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more that makes sense why that's why more dog left, dude. Makes the most sense. How does that work with that? I don't know. I mean, I'm curious if this will like work. I don't know that it will, but like I'm curious if it does. Question is, okay, that helps. Put him in. We need one more brand still. Okay, I've got to do this or else I'm gonna lose. Let's do this. Something like that, dude. Oh, I love it. It's so just like weirdly random. Wow, that did not work. I was actually really hoping that would work. Like, that seemed in theory like it would work. It was worth trying. I don't think we're gonna try that again. That Just did not seem like it worked. Put that back on him. Put this back on him. Take this or reforge it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of like the perfect item, actually. Nice. 13,000 damage. Jeez Louise. Hmm. 100 gold, dude? Holy mackerel. That's a lot. None of these are giving me brands. We don't want Zed or any of that. What we want is brand. Brand. Hello. So put him in. I don't know. Put him in. Let's kind of get here. Yikes, dude. Yikes. Stop trying to give me. Come on. Come on. Oh. There's a fourth brand. It's brutal. If I do this. I don't know. This doesn't help me at all. Dang. My Mordekaiser tanked that misfortune like it was nothing. Is Samira like good now? Wait, what? What just happened? Who am I missing? Rengar or Zyra? Is it worth going 7th Street Demon, or should I go 5 Strategist? I think I could do both. I think I can actually do both here. They're getting rid of Hyper Roll. What are we supposed to do, man? What are we supposed to do other than cry? Yo, wait a minute. Oh, that sounds busted. Come on, more brands? Nope. Okay. Need 2 brands. A Zyra and a Yumi. Can I get them in there without screwing up my whole build here? I think so. Why is this guy freaking out? Okay. Well, there's a strategist. I don't know why I bought her. Oops. Who could I put this in for? Him. That's 5 strategists. And I can do this. Suppose I could do that. Who could have put this on him? It's gone, man. World's just gone. I wish the reasoning made more sense, but it just doesn't make sense. We wanted it to be a learning game mode for new players. Okay, then just don't give it an MMR system. Like, I really wanted to see how much damage that Ziggs did. I didn't get a chance to see that. I also feel like I should have maybe won that, but what do I know? What do I know, man? You know what? Let's pull up what they're saying about it on Reddit. Hyperroll. Just go to Reddit. I'm not sure. I'm ready to see what these people are gonna say about it. Ooh, top post. Hyperroll will be removed. Let's see. Mort taking hyperroll with him. Okay, no, he's not. Okay, hyperroll is loved by Mort Dog. That's the first thing people need to understand. Oh, all these comments, man. Question: are they going to replace it with something equally less time consuming than a regular game mode? It kind of seemed like the devs said they were thinking of doing something like that, but like, I don't think they actually are. Because this is the approach that gaming companies take these days. The more time somebody spends in a game, the higher chances are of them spending money in the game. Right? People spend money. So if they spend more time in something, it kind of becomes like a lost cause fallacy, where like, even if something is not worth it, the more time you spend on something, just the naturally more committed you are to it. So you're more inclined to spend money on that game. Right? So if they get rid of a game mode like Hyperroll, so what happens then? Well, people are going to shift where they put their time in TFT. They're assuming that all the people who play Hyperroll are just going to shift to playing other games in TFT. I'm not really sure that that's the case. The other thing is that, or Hyperroll really just has to be exhausting their resources in a way that it's not worth it, right? So if they realize, okay, they're spending 10% of their budget on coding and devs for Hyperroll, but then only 2% of the player base is actually playing Hyperroll. The wording that they used was very strange. They said 2%. They didn't say 2% of player base. They said 2% of total time played is in Hyperroll. Okay? So now that kind of makes you think like, okay, well, maybe do I do that? I kind of just want to roll the dice here. Dynamo. Kind of just wanted to roll the dice. And honestly, I'm okay with that dice roll. I'm really okay with this dice roll now. Wow. But yeah, like the whole idea is, okay, well, if people spend more time playing just normal TFT, wow, then what happens, right? Well, then they'll just spend more money playing the game. But I don't know. I can't say I know for sure what their reasoning is, but I think it's a huge L for TFT. Personally, I think it's a massive L for TFT. So I guess I just gotta enjoy it while it's still here, right? Like, spend as much time on it as I can. I mean, I don't actually know when the new set comes out. I haven't looked up the exact dates of that yet. But man, that's just, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And I wish I had better words to describe how sad I am. I've pretty much exclusively played Hyperroll for, I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. But I can't, I don't know. It was designed to be a learning game mode. Gives it a ranked MMR system. Dude. Like, maybe initially, right? But you could also argue that just TFT initially wasn't ever really designed to be like a ranked game mode anyways. It was like a total side project that just blew up, you know? Like Call of Duty Zombies. Call of Duty Zombies was not ever planned to have a bunch of like Easter eggs and stuff. That was never the plan. It just came that way. Okay, so I got all of these guys on the first level. So somebody pivoted after level 3. Because I'm not getting any champs now. He might have done it. Was it not him? Not really him. It was probably him. Oh, there was 2 guys. There were 2 guys who pivoted into Nitro. Because I was getting all the champs, and now all of a sudden I'm getting none of the champs. So that's kind of frustrating. It's fine. It's fine. We got the Dynamo Crest. Like, we'll just win. I'm so sad. Rip, dude. I need 1 Kindred. I really do think that's why Mordog stepped back, though. Has to be why he stepped back. I don't even think it was his choice, right? Unless all of a sudden his personal preference on Hyperroll changed. Like, he loved Hyperroll. Like, it wouldn't make any sense why he'd want to get rid of it. I don't know. I'm hoping this kind of turns into like a PlayStation Helldiver situation. Which, if, like, oof. I don't want either of those. Alright, I can make this work. So, if you're not familiar with the... let's just keep him in for now. Ooh, can I share? Oh, you can't. Okay. Interesting. I was hoping I could share like that stuff with him, but I guess you can't. That's too sad. But yeah, the whole PlayStation Helldiver situation was pretty much like one of the few instances in kind of like gaming lore and just gaming history where a player base kind of gave a bunch of backlash to Sony. Sony was going to require PC players to have a PSN account in order to log into their Helldivers account on PC. And players did not want to do that. And so they pushed back, and they pushed back hard. And it only took like 2 days for, you know, PlayStation to go, you know what? You know what? Maybe we made a mistake there. Like maybe we shouldn't have done that. Like maybe that was a mistake. And so they took a step back, right? And they were like, all right, well, I guess, you know, maybe we won't do that. Maybe we won't require it. And it was a huge W for the Helldiver community and also just gaming communities in general, because now it was like, okay, hold on, we can actually say something to gaming companies and they'll listen. And that was like, it kind of gives you chills to think about, right? Because what you say actually matters. Like people care about what you say. And people will actually stand up to you as the gaming company. Wait a minute. Oh, the Divinicore bonus. I was trying to figure out what that bonus is coming from. I'm gonna do that. So I'm really hoping people do the same thing with Hyperroll, personally, because I just love the game mode. I think it's a fantastic game mode, and I think losing it is a huge L for Riot. You know, but it's always been like a niche game mode kind of thing anyway. So like, people who are gonna play it are gonna be the ones that are upset, and the people who don't play it are not gonna care. You know what I mean? It was already that game mode where like if you played it, you were dedicated to it. You know? So of course, if they're gonna get backlash, it's gonna be from, you know, the super committed, super tryhard players. Do I have 4 dynamo? I do have 4 dynamo. It's huge. So, I mean, was not planning on that happening, but that's cool. I can make another dynamo trait. What? Talk about wild. Oh, I have this chick. Let me put her in somewhere. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I really don't think like there was a need to argue about which game mode was better, because they filled different niches, you know? I don't know. How do I get her in here? How do I get him in here? Well, we have this. We can maybe get rid of her. But there's no point in putting her in until I put her in. There's really no point in putting her in until I put her in. Right? It's this weird conundrum of just waiting. So what, we got like a week and a half left? Not even a week left of Hyperroll, and then it's just gone forever? And then it's never coming back? How am I supposed to be okay with that? What? Okay. What if we do this? Yeah, that's better. She'll be good to use. Why did it give me so much gold? Holy cow. Like, what? What am I supposed to do with all that? Okay. That's cool. So really, like, no more nitro champs? Really? Alright. The end of Hyperroll. I actually think it makes sense to do this. Cool. Are we gonna use those? Maybe. Most likely not. Most likely not. I lose to this Vagar, right? Like, look at that thing. It's huge. Maybe not. I guess not. I feel like I should have lost that. That guy was huge. I've got to go read more of what people are saying on Reddit about this. Wait, ooh, wait, That's better. I think, yeah, Kabuko's better because he's just got this massive CC wall. Sell her. Where's my Zig? Oh, he's right there. Stop recommending me brand, please. Don't want that. Want more Zigs? No? Seriously? Fine. Be like that. Alright, so this is what people on Reddit are saying. Oof. That stinks. Okay, so people want there to be a permanent Kronk treasure mode. I would be okay with that. I liked Kronk treasures. I felt like it was also somewhat like more fast-paced, it felt like, at least. It was certainly more chaotic. That's for sure. Definitely more chaotic. But like in a good way, you know what I mean? That's too bad. I was hoping I could force one of those two. What if we do this and then do that? No! No! It was sharing my stuff with Jin, dude. Oof. That's too bad. That's too bad. Also, I do like that they made Samira viable now. Like, I will give them that. Like, she was so bad. And she can at least, like, do some damage now. I deserve to lose that. I screwed that up. I swapped. Oh. That's fine, though. That's fine. I 100% deserve to lose that. let's just do full randomized. Like is it even gonna matter? I don't want default map. Is it even gonna matter? I've like almost exclusively only played Hyperroll. Like, look, I did my placement matches for ranked, and that was it. I played like 3 matches. I don't even know how many placement matches there are. There's like, I don't know, 3 or 4. I don't know. But I exclusively play Hyperroll. So to me, I guess as the niche player, that hurts, you know? That hurts. And since rank systems are really all about like how much you play, not really like what you play. You know, even if you're good, like you still have to just dedicate an infinite amount of time to playing it. Like that's where we're at in 2025. Gaming companies are going to design a game mode that you have to pour your entire life into if you want to be decent. And that's it. You know? That's it. That's 2025 gaming. Well, honestly, it's been like that for 3 or 4 years, really. Dude, I can't stand this encounter because one person gets anima or one person gets this guy, Street Demon. Or 4 people get anima and I get Divinicorp. Cool. GG. They need 1 emblem to win the game. Brutal. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do with that? Oh, I played a game yesterday with this encounter, and somebody got Wandering Trainer and got the anima emblem off the Wandering Trainer too. Which meant they had 2 anima by the first augment. But then they only needed Seraphine, Silas, and Bane. And they had all of them, dude. So dumb. I don't know. Bastion? I don't know. Do I do some weird type of Bastion build, I guess? I don't know. What else am I supposed to do? Poppy. I could do Marksman, Bastion. Okay. I can make that into something. Marksman, Bastion. He's Marksman. Cool. Cool. Let's see if any of these guys took... Yeah. Okay, like... Cool. At least he didn't get Wandering Trainer. But... You know... Even if I do build up the full Bastion team here... Like, it gives me armor and magic resist, right? But, like, 10 anima is just a giant true damage train, which means it doesn't care how much armor and magic resist you have. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just so sad that Hyperroll's leaving. I'm so sad. Wow, this dude has all the options in the world, because Street Demon, he can go off that, but Techie's the crossover unit for both of those. So if he wants to go Street Demon, he totally can. Techie scales with Zyra and Brand. If he goes Anima Squad, he's got Seraphine that he can make his carry, and she's already a pretty good carry as it is. So that guy, I think that's the best Golem role you could like ever get. Like, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Level 2. Let's do this on him. Like, if this was a normal game, this would be a pretty good build. Because now I only need one Exotech. And I can get the Exotech item. This guy's gonna hit 7 Syndicate. This is just gonna be a bonkers game, dude. I don't know who's gonna win this. Well, I can tell you what, it's not gonna be the 7 Syndicate guy. It's gonna be the Street Demon or the Anima guy. My only hope is high roll on some crazy comp. It's literally my only hope. Would be the best person for this? Oh, Sejuani. This guy just got 2 Divinicorp. Yeah, he kind of got ruffled around. This guy he's already got, wow. He's got 10 Anima in the bag, dude. He got the spatula. What can I build? Well, it was so much more fun yesterday when I was doing my grind to top 100, but like, now that they're getting rid of it, my desire to grind to top 100 is not existent, dude. It's just gone. Oh, so sad. I need like a Spirit Sojourn on this gym or something. Kind of crazy that I've won these. If I somehow win this game, I will consider it like my greatest accomplishment in all of Hyperroll history. With the lineup that everybody else has. Four marksman already is not bad. Now all we need is 2 more Bastion and Sejuani. That's it. Look at that Kog'Maw. Yeah, I need Spirit of Sojourn right now if I'm gonna do anything. This guy's half of them are already there. It's crazy. Let's do this. Maybe let's do this. Ooh. Okay, that's what we need. I need all those gems actually. Rip. Support steer stun is real, dude. so now I just need to put him in. Can I get... Thank you. Huge. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I think I'm gonna do this. Do this. Just trying to make the most out of a very unlucky RNG roll with the emblems. Not even unlucky, but just like everybody else got better ones, you know? You get one anima on Trainer Golem encounter and you win the game. So I'm just fighting. Was my shop not locked? Dude. It's like the third time that's happened to me today. Rip. 7th Syndicate. Jeez, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. I will be just shocked if I get top 4. I'm actually like surprised I'm that far up. I don't think there's a single thing I could do to make this work out. Even if I get all these champs level 3, dude. What does this do again? Executes them. Six Bastion, 4 Marksman. Grant your team 25 plus 10% of their bonus. That's pretty nice. Since their bonuses are so high. Alright, game. Come on here. Now I guess we just hold out. Stage 183, I don't know. I think that might be my only hope. Might be worth putting him in. I mean, who else am I gonna put in, you know? So he gets 30% armor and magic from, look at that, 333 armor, 262 magic resist, and it doesn't matter because the guy's gonna hit 10 anima, run me over with the true damage train and one shot. It doesn't even matter. Jeez, it took Sejuani like 10 years to ult there. Why did it take him so long? Seriously though, like what? Why did it take him so long? Wow, we actually got top 4 with everybody else's comp. That's crazy. That does not mean I prevent somebody from getting 10 anima though. No, it doesn't help. It doesn't help either. Wow, okay. Do it. Does the level 1 Nitro bot save me? Is it worth like putting it in? Maybe it is. But only if I can get... Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. This guy also has Sage Mono? Interesting. Still not enough, dude. They gotta get rid of that. Like, encounter. Well, I don't know. You're in one of two places here, right? I cannot believe we got top 4. But let's see. Wait. Did the guy who had 10 anima actually lose? I think this guy lost. One of these... Okay, so look how many people in our lobby went anima squad. 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 people who went anima. One of them had the spatula and the golem. But seriously, like, I played a game yesterday. This guy got the same thing. Garen encounter. Wait, I've got a green due to this? What? That's adorable. Yeah, Garen encounter, and then his first augment, he got Wandering Trainer. Also, anima emblem. Just crazy. Just crazy. Should not be allowed, man. Should not be allowed. People on Reddit are freaking out. Well, at least we get to play against some of the best before we leave. I don't know what other type of game mode they could have that would be, I don't know, I guess as popular, you know? Like, Kronk's Treasure's fun, but it's definitely like a meme game. You know, it doesn't have that, like, still competitive feel to it. The thing about Hyperroll is it still has a competitive feel to it because you got the 5 ranking tiers, and you still get MMR if you win or if you lose, right? But, like, if you're going to lose, it's not that big of a deal because the game's going to be over in 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Oh, no. Do I go Nitro if if it gave me a lease, probably. Unless it gives me some boombot augment. I don't know, I guess we'll wait and see. Here's what I do. So I could do that. Force the augment to give me one of the two. Since it tries to give you augments based on what you're building, it tries. It's not 100% guarantee, but wow, give us a ton of items already. 5 components. Ooh, I think we want to go this. That's good though. That's good though too. We're gonna do this. Ooh, what is this? Gin? Let's see. Can we get... we got Mundo. So I think what we do is this. Because we've got great items for Street Demon comp. Try to get as many Mundos as I can. That's huge. These items on him. Perfect. Perfect. 5 Mundos already. The end of Hypervolt as we know it. I don't know, I've been wanting to like branch out and do some other type of content on my channel, but I mean, I started with the channel just because I loved TFT stuff, you know, and I loved Hyperroll specifically, and I felt like that was the niche that people were not talking about that needed to be talked about. It's fine. That is fine. Since it's Urgot, we'll probably get another spatula. So we could probably get 10 Street Demon in this game if we just don't troll. I definitely need Zyra level 2. If that's gonna happen. My Mundo definitely scales over time. Oh snap, what do I do here? Do this. Come on, one Zyra. I mean, that's not bad, but it's not what I wanted. See what other people on Reddit are saying about it. Let's look at this guy. The only thing I play in League nowadays is Hyperroll. I prefer the shorter and faster games. I like that. This guy said I'm never playing TFT again. I mean, I feel that though. Like I genuinely feel that. Like you take away the one thing. Holy moly. Should I roll this to get Mundo 3? That works too. I mean, I wasn't planning on. I mean, I'll do it if it gives it to me, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I do get a reason. Need a Reforger. We asked and it gave us one. That's cool. Nice. Nice. Come on. Give me Mundo, please. Please. Wait, I've got 2 Mundos in here. I don't want 2 Mundos in here. Well, so we still have the 3rd augment to maybe get Street Demon Emblem. We still have the Urgot encounter to maybe get an emblem. And then we also have 6-2, where maybe we'll get a treasury round. We have a pretty good chance of getting another spatula here. Okay, got a pretty good chance. Okay. Can I get... Thank you. Oh, you know what? Actually gonna do that. Some weird positioning, but it works. It definitely works. Techie, huh? Wow, Yumi Techie actually kind of hits, dude. Jeez, how much damage she do? 7,000 damage? That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. Street Demon, like, really pops off when you get Brand. That's... Yes! Now I just gotta not die. Now's the hard part. Now I just gotta not die. Easier said than done, right? Easier said than done. Okay, Senna just, like, completely melted my Rengar. Well, that whole not dying thing, it's not feeling pretty good at the moment. Never got Mundo 3, which is kind of like what our whole build was based on. Which is crazy, because we got 6 of them by level 3. I feel like this is good for Mundo. Literally feels like it was designed for Mundo. What do I need here? Brand. Perfect. Perfect. Get all the extra HP from that every round, which is good. Oh, and a Warmog's on him. You're sitting good now. Shoot. But that's so good, though. No, we need him. We need him. It's tough to say, but we need him. Alright. How can I do this? Oh my goodness. I'm trolling. This is literally... Okay. I'm literally trolling here. Game mode's moving so fast. Alright. I gotta think. We want Jinx. No. Okay, so can I get more to 3? Get him out of the way. Nice, we won that, and we were like half paying attention. Oh, and there's our Mundo. Okay. So this is good for us. This is good for us. Because now what we can do is go like this. By him, by him. Now we can go like this. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yes. Okay. Do that. Take this item off her, put that on him, do this. We're going to sell this, reforge that. Do this. And we're going to do that. Now we just need like a mana item for Mundo. Or not Mundo, Brand. We also now get the strategist buff here, which is very nice. There's that, which is good. Let's do this. Maybe, yeah. Another Rengar. Is he level 2? He is. Mundo, 10k HP, man. Easy money. Easy money. Perfect item for Brand. Now all we need is Brand 2. Please game, Brand 2. Please game. Ugh. It's okay, still only level 8, so if we die, we only lose 4 health. Which we don't want to die, but... How much is he doing? 3,000 damage a hit? That's kind of bonkers. He's definitely big. He's definitely a big old Mundo. Please, Brand 2, please, please, please. Oh, I just realized we never got the other spatula item. Maybe it doesn't matter anyways. Maybe it doesn't matter. He's almost got 11,000 HP, so I ain't too stressed about it. Those are really good items for Bran. It's crazy. My God, what is that? Oh, I love when Mundo turns into a sniper, dude. No. 14,000 damage on Ziggs, dude. What is this? Oh, my turn. My turn, baby. Let's just throw some random guy in there. Any of these that could help? You know what? Maybe him. Still no brand 2, bro? Dude, I need brand 2. I'm not gonna win this. How do I not have him level 2, bro? Oh, that's so frustrating. How is he sniping people? Are you seeing that? He's definitely more than one hex away. And he's just bonking them. Brand 2. Finally. Finally. Is it too late? Is it too late? If we do this, then we can do that. No, we can't. We can't. We can't. We can't. No, we can't do that either, or he doesn't get his buff. We still lose, guys. Do we still lose this? Kinda looks like it. Wow. Wow. Oh, Rengar. Oh, wait. Kind of too bad here. Well, okay, let's see. If we get Rengar 3, we'll give this item to him. We'll give this item to Samira. 12,000 HP Mundo. It's bonkers. My Rengar got deleted, dude. That's crazy that, like, Renekton loses. There's no reason Ziggs should do 15,000 damage, dude. There's no reason. I'm so sad, dude. Randomize. That's so gross. That's so gross. That's actually so gross. Sad day for gamers. Sad, sad day for gamers. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. We just go for the Nitro Cyber Boss is such a win condition. It's like too easy to win, actually. Especially if the game gives you a good augment. Could be good. What do we need? Just Kindred, dude? Make that happen, right? Huge. That's it. That's all we need, right? Oh, Pandora's. Oh, but he's going Nitro too. Jeez. Nobody was gonna tell me that I forgot to line my board up the right way. Yikes. Oof. Yeah. Dang. I mean, you can't. Whoa, hello. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Absolutely. I would normally want to put this on my Shyvana, but she's only level 1, so I'm actually going to slam this on Poppy until I get her level 2, and then I'll put the items on her. Same thing with this. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh. So the other two guys going Nitro got Pandora's box. Both of them did. No, it's gonna be pretty embarrassing to beat them then, huh? Wait. What? 7,000. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Is there somebody in our lobby who's wait? Huh. How did it get so much HP? Wait, how did it get so much HP? What? Because it combines with the amount of HP you have on your board, and you're trying to tell me this guy had 7,000 with 70% of their combined health? There's no way. Right? That's 750, 800. It doesn't count the ones on your bench, right? Oh, it does count the ones on your bench. It does count the ones on your bench. Okay, maybe it's not as sus as it looks. I thought it only counted the ones that you had on your board. No, counts when it's on your bench too. Okay, I was about to say, dude, there's no freaking way that thing's got 5,000, because then yeah, that would just be insane. Okay, so now that we got those items there, we can take these items off her, put them on Shyvana, start to build out Vagar. And look good while we do. Oh, and a blue buff? I'm not complaining. No. No, yes. Especially if everybody's gonna be building to contest me. Just dumb, but whatever. It is what it is. Level 2, okay. We don't need to. We're not even level 6 yet, we don't need to. Okay, Darius, like, thank you. That's crazy. I'm gonna say no to that. Not gonna say no to that. Not gonna say no to that. Let's put these over here, put these over here, put these over here. Rough. What can I do? Need this item, yeah. Cool. Whoa, we are at 700 ping, boys. 700 ping. Felt like that had potential, but didn't work out. I mean, I suppose I could make Nidalee level 3 just for the nitro stacks, but like, it's not gonna help me win late game. Vagar 3 is gonna help me win late game. And Silas just takes no damage. And this augment's making him just heal it all back. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Sure, I guess. There she is. That's why our nitro bot's not doing any damage. Put that in instead. Large Large rod, please. Large rod, please. Game, please. Large rod. No? Okay. Maybe. Yes, actually. Okay, put this in. Get rid of you. Buy you. Before I grab anybody else. No. Maybe. Yes, and I'll explain why in a moment. First, I need to clean this bench out. Let's get rid of you. Let's do this, because you're just in the way. Perfect. Perfect. Yo. Garen, though? Let's see what it is. Dude, he's healing so much. Oh my goodness, do I do it? Do I split it? Oh yes, we split it, chat, right? 5 players. Yeah, this is fine. How many more till he gets his mod? Just one? Well, it depends on if we get the right mod. If we don't get the right mod, then this strat did not work. So we'll see. We'll see if it pans out. Excuse me. Even. Cat's freaking out. Nice. Perfect. No? Nothing. Cool. There it is. Jeez Louise. Holy moly. Took all day. Might be able to get Kindred 3 here after all. I feel like we should do that. Giving Garen extra HP makes more sense. They did specifically design Garen that way so he'd throw his ult without hitting the entire board. Because if his ult hit the entire board every time he threw it, he'd be the strongest champ on the board. Without a doubt, he'd be the strongest champ on the board. So I think that was good design by them. Dang, was really hoping for Kindred 3. But yeah, look, so when he ults, deal 158 physical damage to the current target and even more to enemies hit behind, but he gets 30 mana every time it hits people. So like, yeah, if they basically gave Garen aimbot, it would be just huge. But like, watch when he ults. It'll specifically like go at the person in an angle that won't. Right, like it could have gone towards the middle there and tried to hit the most people, but it didn't. So it's probably a good thing. I think I'll lose this game because I don't got Veigar 3. That's where Veigar really pops off because he does. Like 15% more true damage. Holy cow. Right, because if Veigar's the same level, he does 25% true damage, but if he's 3-star, he'll do 40 if he's a higher level. Thank you. Give it to you. Come on, Kindred. Please. Please. Last reroll. Shoot. That's right, yeah. 2, 2, 2, 2. Perfect. Dude, Garen did so much damage. Wow, I lose this to Seraphine, I think. Wow. Actually, wow. Genuinely. I think I should do some fun reroll comps now. Gotta try some fun reroll comps. Start with randomize. What is that? Like that? That's gonna give me nightmares, dude. What is that? Like the Lorax? What? Surprised how long this is taking. But also, this is totally like not even related to TFT. But this trail mix from Walmart is top notch. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Peanut butter flavored trail mix. It's goated. It's goated. There we go. What can we get here? I love cooking pot, dude. Such a fun hobby. Such a fun hobby. Interesting. I was hoping to go Mundo here. Just happen to like randomly have. Oh, I could maybe go Nitro. Well, let's see what everybody else is doing. He's going Nitro. I don't want to go Nitro. Especially, is that the guy I already looked at? I think that's the guy I already looked at. Oh, okay, there's two guys going Nitro. I'm not going Nitro. I guess I'm just gonna like, if there's so many people going Nitro, like, am I a horrible person if I just buy all the Nitro champs? I feel like I am. I feel like I am. Huh. Yeah. Ooh, another street demon. Another street demon, baby. He's not happy. He is not happy. It's funny. him out, put him in. That would be good. Oh shoot, 2 of them. Those are really good. Do we magic roll it? Dude, we magic roll this, dude. 2, 3, 4. We got an early brand now. That's crazy. Don't need any of those. Okay. Alright, well we can sell him, I think. Put him in. We should have put Brandon. Okay, so let's do this. Those items are gonna go on brand. This up here. Nice. Oof, we're not gonna get. Need a reforger is what we need, dude. Nice. Donk. Okay. Like, I'm not gonna say no, you know? Just turn it into a 10 street demon game. Sure, it's kind of starting to look like that. I guess I could sell these. Kind of like making it though, so like other people can't buy them. And Shaco kills all my damage. Nice. Dude, how does Shaco just out heal everything, dude? That's not okay. You gotta fix that. Well, we only need one more Echo, so maybe. Skipped over a Nico, which is not cool. So here's how this works. You reforge this. Give this item to him for now. Put those items on him. Is he level 2? She's level 2. And give items to people who are not gonna change. Like it doesn't hurt to do this. we just need one of these to turn into a street demon thing. Whatever it's called, a large rod. Needlessly large rod. So far, no go. My Cyrus still only level 1, dude. That's brutal. That's actually brutal. Gotta resist the temptation. Got a 3-star Echo with 2 radiant items. My brain still does more damage. It's on, baby. It's on. We about to hit 10 street demon. We about to hit that 10 street demon. One of these guys. Oh, she has it. Never mind. Okay, well we could do this. Take this item off her. This item on him. This item on him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We don't even have Mundo 3 and he's got like 12,000 HP. That's so crazy. That Jinx ult saved my life. Jinx ulti saved lives. Well, now all we need is Samira. I didn't see who got that one actually. Who could I give this to? Should I give this to Mundo? I mean, he's huge. Actually, he's only 8,000 HP. Oh, it's because he's level freaking or 2. Brand is so busted, man. He's so busted. Holy moly. Okay, I did give it to him. That was weird. I don't know what gave Jinx all that attack speed randomly. That was something felt off about that. I think this guy just FFs. I mean, I got the 10 streak even right there. Just like won't tell him. What's this guy have? Bro, he's big. He's big. GG's, bro. What a game to end on, man. What a game to end.